Hello traders, a fixed trader from TraderFat, and today I want to talk to you about the stock chart for THCZ, Totally Hemp Crazy Incorporated, which is an OTC Markets traded stock. So let's start from the top and work our way down here. I want to start at the RSI, and you'll notice that the RSI had been previously overbought, and it had maintained that for a while with just a few little downturns to correct. And it looks like this could be another one of those downturns that we've seen previously, just to kind of make some consolidation, some correction on this chart. So I want to point out that the 14-period RSI has kind of reset here. You can see that it's at 56.58. That is towards the bottom of the 50 to 70, what we consider the buy zone of the RSI. So as you can see, it's got plenty of room to run back up on a bounce here. So the 5-period RSI is a little more volatile, and it has come down recently even further to 49.57. It's starting to curl back up just ever so slightly. It looks like it could get that bullish crossover again, so that's one of the first things we're going to look for on a turnaround here, on a bounce. We want that 5-period RSI to come up and cross above that 14-period RSI. So moving on down the chart a little bit, you can see that this has been a slow, sustained run since late January to early February. You could even consider this the beginning back here in December if you chose to. But it started at under a cent and has come up to hit 32 cents. So as you can see, it's a monstrous run that has formed here. There are a ton of people here holding shares, and I'll talk about the accumulation here soon. But yeah, as you can see, very long, sustained run, which is what you want to see. You don't want to see those, quick spikes up and then the stock price going back down to lower than it started. These sustained runs tend to last longer, and they tend to have more just strength in general to not go back below those low prices that it started at. So as far as recent events go, you can see that we've recently had two dojis here, and it looks like that downside has come to an end. This seems to be the base here. The selling pressure has slowed down greatly, and it looks like buyers are starting to come back in. Now, we've seen this happen a few times before. As you can see, little volume decreases after a bigger red day. And again, the price has continued to move up. It's just that sometimes people that have shares need to take their profit, or they need to, or they get spooked by something and they sell out a little hastily. But after that, it bounces back as new shareholders move in and they have a higher base price. So again, it's kind of looking like that to me. These dojis show that this downtrend could be ending, and we could be seeing a bounce here again soon. So crucial levels to keep in mind would be this 14-cent area. That's going to be our support line, our first support line. It's been a pretty significant level recently. And then realistically, the 16-cent area is going to be our first resistance. And then that 17, 18-cent area. And finally, if we can break this 20-cent area, we should be good to go higher and potentially even test previous highs. Now, to move on down this chart a little bit, I do want to point out a few things. Actually, let me point this one short-term momentum indicator out really quickly first. You can see the 13 EMA is still below the price per share, which is it's a very bullish sign. That shows that there is still short-term momentum here. So we want to see the price per share continue above that 13 EMA, which is at 0.148. Moving on down, again, you can see just tons of green days here with big volume. There were these two kind of outlier days of big red volume, that was our biggest sell-off to date. But again, it's good to see this bigger green day following that up, and then the red volume kind of starting to subside, and then finally a nice little green day on a doji close here. It's showing that selling pressure is slowing down greatly, and it looks like we're based and ready to move back up. So some of the things that we're going to want to keep in mind, considering that this is just been a long sustained run, is that this consolidation is necessary to continue upwards. It's important that new shareholders move in and take the spots of older shareholders who have a ton of profit already and are looking to lock that in. So we're going to look for these short-term momentum indicators like the TRIX and the MACD to kind of start to curl up slowly again. They're going to need to round out at the bottom before they can move back up. They need to kind of flatten out first. And again, they're starting to decrease in terms of how fast they're moving down. They're starting to round out, and it looks like they're getting ready to spike back up again. So moving down, let's talk about the accumulation really quickly. You can see that there's been a strong trend of accumulation with the Accum Dist and the OBV agreeing by and large throughout that, over a month-long uptrend here. So we've again recent consolidation here. You can see that on these indicators as well. But all in all, the trend is very bullish. There has been a lot of accumulation here. And then finally, I want to talk about the CMF, the Chaikin money flow. You can see we had that bullish crossover to positive territory, and then it's maintained between about 0.3 to 0.6 area for a long time now. And we're currently sitting at 0.216, and 0.2 is what I start to consider very bullish, and then 0.4 is incredibly bullish, and we've been trading above that. So as you can see, just a ton of accumulation here. There are a lot of people holding shares. A lot of people have an interest in THCZ, and as far as social indicators go, you can see that there have been a ton of people chatting about THCZ over the past few months. It's consistently been one of the most mentioned penny stocks. So keep in mind, I'm not a financial professional. These videos should be viewed for entertainment purposes only, and please don't base a buy, sell, or hold decision on anything that I've said. Thanks for watching, and good luck trading.